Right? Shalom. We the brothers of Great Millstone, the church in Birmingham, Alabama, and as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash.
in the ancient Hebrew tongue, those to be the correct names of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, would like to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, you believers. So yeah, we back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and you're tuning in to the 214th, 13th installment of As Foretold in the Scriptures, which again is an ongoing series pretty much dedicated to bringing proper perspective to the Holy Scriptures, in which we have been delegated to do so as appointed by the Heavenly Father Himself through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, which is all predicated around time, meaning what? The Lord provided understanding and access to it, pretty much wisdom in a time destitute of faith, barren of truth and overall wisdom, which ultimately proves that this will be the season of Esau. You know what proved that? When you read the book of 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, it speaks to our gospel being hid. Now we know that this gospel capsulizes wisdom. So if that's the case, if this gospel is being hid, that means wisdom is not accessible to you people. And who is the catalyst? The God of this world, who have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Now, when you go into that word blind, right there in that precept in the Greek, one of the definitions is to blunt the mental. And when something is blunt, it's pretty much opposite of sharp. So the average person out here, they lack understanding, man. And this is pretty much what this system promotes. Folly on all fronts. Or what's that? Joel, the 10th chapter? Right? Matter of fact, let's set the tone right there. And it looked like, right, one of those lessons where we're going to be getting on E, man. So settle in. You already understand the idea, the concept of inquisition is going to be prolonged in a sense. And rightfully so, man. Everything that's wrong with life itself goes back to Esau. The reason why you breathe and God knows what is because of the so-called white man. You don't have control over what you eat. That's a horrible thing. You don't know what you actually eat, man. And at times, brothers, we actually look at the ingredients, the spirit get on us, but that's a mystery. It's, you know what? That's like it might well be a damn question mark or 3 X's as the ingredients, because you can't pronounce what's in the ingredients, man. You can't enjoy the fruit of your womb, your children, under this man. See? Come on,
Come. This is the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 21. Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death.
Right, the land of darkness, man. That's America. And indeed, this is the shadow of death. I mentioned a couple of things, the air you breathe. Hold up, what about the water that you consume? Relationships that you might build? It can all potentially kill you, man. Right? That's why this family is a fortress. The house of David, it serves as a hedge. Right? Scripture speaks about yoke fellas. We are all connected really by Yahweh Shai. But ultimately, we are corralled. We are being kept. That's why Yahweh Shai is known as the chief shepherd. Now, when a shepherd is really a protector. See, so you need a shepherd. You need someone to shield you, to keep you in these turbulent times. Come on.
Come. It says a land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order.
Right, without any order. Where do we start, man? This place is completely out of order. Right? Beginning really with Esau and how he set this structure up. The way you conduct business, for an example. You should be dealing with gold and silver. Or if not, livestock, even your daughters, right? Which these Americans will get all messed up about that. Right? They couldn't stomach lot, Because see, our spirits are more tailored to be back then. I mean, I can handle, being governed by those righteous edicts, if you will, man. Right? I can accept that. Versus, right, this system that's set up now, everything is pretty much turned upside down. What's that, Isaiah, the 29th chapter? So really this word going forth is turning everything upside right. Come on.
It says a land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death.
Right, ooh, the shadow of death, man. Again, at every turn, death awaits. But what makes it more heavy, in a sense, is the fact that the people don't know. They have been completely stripped of those instincts to know that they're in a very volatile, a dangerous situation. Versus us, we used to go into it a lot concerning the anesthesia. Right, we under the knife without anesthesia, pretty much. We alive. So we understand repercussions, results. Whereas you people, you just, blindly, obliviously walk into traps. You got women stumbling out of clubs at 2 in the morning in stilettos. And there's a creep, right? And he gonna get you. There's a creep, right? In every city, one out of, you know what I mean? And one creep might get arrested, but there's another creep waiting. And you know what? They're closing in on it. Right, oh, it is. Oh yeah, and them Guatemalans, you see a Corolla, man. That's your ass. All right, come on.
It says a land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
Well, the light is as darkness, man. Someone try to persuade you, right? Consider these people in their presentation, especially as it relates to them teetering towards teaching. Right, motherfuckers trying to teach you here under the vibration of America. Man, you're gonna be vexed with that. Why? Because even their attempt to enlighten you is as darkness, man. It brings you into further confusion. Oh, I was looking at something, man, where they was going crunching the numbers. Like, the reason why you here is because of your ancestors. It piqued my interest. I started watching it. And they were going into the numbers. And it was like, you had to have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, and the shit go all the way to like 5,006. I said, look, man, you know why you got this big problem in numbers? Because you took out the ingredient of reincarnation. See, so that's an example of, right, these people trying to come to a conclusion concerning certain things with earthly wisdom. And it's nothing more than a big fumble, a foaming up of fire. Give a damn about your accolades, what college you went to. See, this is the true light. And the true light, just as true medicine, hey, see, the truth hurt, right? It's uncomfortable. We have to tell you people that you're gonna die. Noah was given that task as well. You see, and you know what? It's easy for us as we see the many offenses, the things that provokes the anger of the Most High. It's at the forefront of this society. Come on, man. Every day, you got the LGBT, where they waving a flag, right? A banner that promotes rebellion and pretty much thumbing your nose up at your house. You know what? This heavy power that's known as a demon-like power on top of that. Not like you just thumbing your nose up at. Right, yeah. Yeah, because he go to sleep. The Lord said he don't sleep. So you can wrestle it, right? You go back forth, niggas talking shit till they blue in the face, but you got to go to sleep, man. The Lord can get you there if he chose. Yeah,
this is Ephesians 4:14, that we henceforth no more be children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine. If I may, that's the science behind being a child in the mind, is that you carried about with every wind of doctrine. Somebody come around, they got a new philosophy for your ass. The fact that it's new, it's enticing, and they said it eloquently that scratches your, it's whatever, however they said it, it scratch your nerve. Well, you are like a children, but the Lord requires that we not be like children in the mind, which means if you're not carried around with every wind of doctrine. That means you structure. That means you found grounded, right? And it says, by the sleight of men, it's showing you that there's different ways to trick, deceive somebody. A sleight is like an easy something, that you didn't pick up, you didn't sense. Your senses didn't pick up on, so to speak, that he was lying. You can't really tell. And then it says, in cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Oh, no.
So the deeper you are in this truth, the less you could be as a child.
Yeah, if I can add too, right? It said Moses when he came of years. When he came of years, and that's when it clicked. He said, look, right, I'd rather suffer with my people, understanding the reward. But it was based upon him growing. So yeah, the elder said it, man. The mindset of you people is as children. Right, season 2. Now, you move on to the next phase of keeping you in derision.
Just going back to the point you mentioned how this place is turned upside down. Concerning that darkness and everything like that. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. It reads, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. If I may, that's America in its perfection, man.
Oh, yeah.
The ways of Yahweh Shem outside, once it's presented here in this place, is frowned upon, man. It's actually, people call this evil. Certain things that, deal with a nigga get emotional, man. Cause he feel like that's ain't the right,
Like eat pork.
Yeah. Die to, why I can't wait till he get off, go to work to,
Real tough.
Right.
what he don't know don't hurt, that stupid shit.
Yeah.
If you kill a nigga for adultery, they're gonna say that's evil.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Yes. Right. Yeah, motherfucker said, get a divorce, man.
Right,
no,
right.
that's the divorce right there, putting it to
Man.
death, man.
Yes, man.
It says that put darkness for light and light for darkness. So the knowledge of this world, is really foolishness. It's really foolishness, man. Nigga go get a PhD, and he really more bugged out than he was before he graduated high school, man. The science Esau, the information that this devil presents is devil, and just like the elder mentioned, pork. That's really that's light, man. You inform them how to have a proper diet, and that's just one of many examples to show you that this place is darkness, which ultimately leads to death.
Right, and hey, Esau encouraged you to read books. Like a nigga will read, I remember like in the Malcolm X movie, the nigga was charged to read over 500 books, some stupid shit. That's bringing you deeper and deeper into that, right? The lower regions of Babylon, as we call it, these institutions and universities. That's the lower dark regions of Babylon.
If Babylon was an upright place, there wouldn't be so many recalls.
Right. Yeah. Oh, they started recalling cars and shit.
Yeah,
No, it was parts.
yeah.
Not just bring the whole car back.
Oh shit.
Right, yeah, so I get what you're saying though. Why you gotta go back? Because the Lord don't have to go back and redraw up another plan. Everything is perfect. So if this was so much of a perfect system, why are so many recalls? Why are so many miscalculations? Yeah, this place is depth. Oh, you sent that. I just learned this out all the time. It don't benefit you to read the ingredients a lot. You just brought it out yesterday. First time ever hearing it. Nabisco, right? Kraft. They owned by the same companies that create Marlboros and Newports. Right? Which that's an effort to keep you addicted. This is a sick place, man.
There's a whole lot of it's a whole lot of tests on you people. Come to find out, like you just sent that they tested some of those uniformed men. They call them soldiers.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, matter of fact, we got that too. We can bring it out. You
Yep.
talk about. You got it though, huh?
Yeah. You come to find out when you do your research on American, they got lists enlist the documents called operations. Operations is they own think tanks with a few of them that decided to play a trick or do a social experiment on you people. But if this experiment can basically cost you a life, man, and it ain't no prank when somebody end up dead, right? But that's what they call an operation. If they die, they die. They got that mentality. Well, they did operations going back to, right? We all know about Tuskegee and the things that came out. But what about the ones that didn't never come out?
Right.
What about the people that got to, pass away and they gone now? But now they told their secret to their son, and their son basically whistleblowed on them and said, well, yeah, Pops told me about an operation that they had, which they killed 5,000, ended up killing 5,000 soldiers for this, right? When you can do the research on Babylon, just was out, and this is that time where Esau being found out. And when you do that Inquisition, you're gonna find out his hand is much more bloodier than you could have ever imagined. You got it.
Con. It says in 1951, tests were also carried out at the Norfolk Naval Supply Center in Virginia, a massive base that equips the U.S. Navy. It says fungal spores were dispersed.
Fungus spores was dispersed. Now, that means those fungus spores had a source. Real quick, somebody, you know what I want, right? See, you can't present this case that wickedness is just some universal idea, which it affects everybody universal, but you can't gloss over the fact that there's a source to it. See, there's an entity that generates diseases, generates death, murder. Adultery was generated. You see?
There's a source.
Right, there's a source. Yeah, there's an actual source that propels it out to you, and then now you faced and you're confronted with that wickedness. But see, we're in the house, right? There's walls. And that's the definition we often go into. Is that Isaiah the 4th chapter speaks about that covered, and that cover protects you from not only storm and rain and winds, but also falsehoods. See, you have that helmet of salvation, just like Magneto. Charles Xavier can't affect Magneto, right? He affect the whole world. Sit in his little lair, in his den, and he can, affect the minds. But Magneto, as long as Magneto got that helmet, he can't penetrate.
Con. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 9, it says, for the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High.
Right, so there's not only ungodliness, but you have the ungodly who provides the ungodliness. You see? In which the Most High really named names. Malachi, first chapter. Come on.
Con. It says, going back, it says fungal spores were dispersed to see how they would infect workers unpacking crates
You
there.
see the motivation? You set off, you release fungal spores to see the reaction from workers. These are just hard-working guys unloading goddamn trucks.
They on your side.
Right, yeah. Oh, but the scriptures say, if if he do evil unto himself, to whom shall he do good?
He cut his leg off to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
You know, man, he'll cut both of your arms out, man.
Like a rat.
Or what that would a rather do. Rather nibble off his own feet to get out of that situation.
If there's homeless veteran Edomites, what make you feel so
Yeah,
special?
right. Patriotic Edomites who was fighting for the cause. Now they live in a studio apartment. Right. Go ahead. Hey, well, they supposed to get the spoils. Yeah.
Man of war.
Man of war.
Suffer poverty.
Yeah, that's an evil thing, a man of war to suffer poverty, man. Because his reward, he survived the battle first and foremost. Well,
Con. It says most of the workers were African Americans.
see, most of the workers were African American, so now you see the motivation. See? And that's this devil, man, to give you a vivid illustration. You're in the house with him, right? And he's assuring you, he cooking, you doing, you know what I mean? He lures you to sleep. Then when you turn your head, the nigga puts some in your drink and sit back to see how you react to it.
That's that Aesop fable about the was it the frog that took the scorpion across the water
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
and told him, he assured him, I ain't gonna strike you
Right.
because if I strike you, we both gonna
Yeah.
drown and sink. And the frog said, you know what? That sounds about right. I mean, I'll take you across the water. Halfway through, the scorpion struck him. The frog got paralyzed, started drowning. He said, why? Right? Why? He said, I'm a scorpion. Right? And, you know, sometimes you hear with the snake version.
right, yeah.
You know, it's all the same. He said, you know my nature. I mean, so you learn the nature of something. And that'll tell you, right? Poison ivy won't ever be edible.
Right.
And then what scripture say, who will pity a charmer that's bitten with a serpent? You know how
Right.
niggas get down. Why you trying to pet it?
Right.
Get in this striking range, you know?
Oh, you notice that even like when you're a little one, sometimes they get into something instead of you are more pissed at them, right? They hurt. They say, "What the fuck wrong with you, man?" Right? So that's our mentality towards Jake and all of you who trust in Esau, man. The hell with you. You keep, you know, you see the bumps and bruises. Right? And what's the bumps and bruises? What's the wounds? Well, a Newport, a black, right? A studio session, drill records.
It says most of the workers were African American, and the scientists wanted to test a theory that they were more susceptible to fungal disease than Caucasians.
Right, you see that? So that's the theory they was trying to test, but it was driven by mischief. Matter of fact, let's get that song. Yeah, oh yeah, come on.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 17.
That's it.
If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
If I may, you do some research, like let's say you research a plague. I got something right? That's where I got an article on, you know what I mean? And you know what? Feel free to bring it out. Right, the Inquisition is being made. See? Yeah, right. That light bulb, you know, the Inquisition, that's a heavy setting. That one light bulb is hanging from the sky, yeah, swinging. It dramatizes the scene, but it pretty much promotes things coming to light. It's just a wooden table, me and you, and a light.
New hidden information.
Right.
revealed.
See, so let's say you do research, right? Come to find out, it was some scientist, right? An Edomite scientist was there. That's an example, right? Besides the obvious, you know, when you was hanging from a tree, who was on the other end of the rope? It was Esau. Come on,
Come. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Yeah.
He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
Yeah. Yep, so that's what he do as well. He go into these secret meetings and he come out with more plans. Right? He devised more schemes and strategies to affect Jake. Because Jake is the prize. Scripture speaks about him not hating blood. But whose blood? When you read that chapter, it's Israel's blood. See?
On me.
Mm-hmm.
I did research on on some rap lines. How do certain rap lines got censored? When you think of rap and censorship, it don't even make sense because half the shit you hear in rap is garbage. You know, it's polluted anyway. But some lines get censored. Come to find out, them lines get censored is mainly Amalek.
Wow.
How much rich is a beep?
Yeah,
You
wow.
already can fill in the line. That's Amalek. You know, Biggie got a line censored, blow up like the World Trade. They censor that in the regular.
Right.
But if you talk about shooting some, you know, a Jake in the head,
Right.
you know, or committing
I'm
adultery,
smoking on.
yeah,
Right.
that don't get censored.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that go parallel with who he's trying to attack. He got his sights on Jake. He got that perpetual hatred towards Jake. He like the blood. He don't run from the bloodshed of Jake of Israel.
If I may, he calls it.
Yeah.
He He's the sword. You know, and the scriptures tell you the penalty. That's why we are confident in, you know, publishing the destruction. Because, what's that Numbers? Is that Numbers 35? Right. The land can't be cleansed of the blood that's shed, except the blood of him who shed it. Blood is shed. That's justice. See? And see, this man is snared by that because, again, he loved blood. Look at vampires. Who came up with that shit? Right? Entertainment. These horror movies. There's some guy with a damn butcher apron on and blood everywhere. Right? Oh, the way he eat his food. Bloody. That's the bloody man. Matter of fact, somebody can get that as well, too. The bloody man. All right, come on. Was the morning double done?
Come the book of Psalm 10 and verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. His mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and fraud. That's what this. Every time that man opens his mouth, that's what comes out, man. It's nothing. There's no truth in him.
Right.
You know. And it said under his tongue is mischief and vanity, because that's ultimately that's what he's trying to do anyways. Wickedness, and he packaging it in such a way. You know, the way you will look down upon it, or you know, like this nigga saying, yeah, this theory. He's trying to test this out, but it's mischief, man. That's why I said Moses, Jake, that was really being affected by that fungal, you know, air, whatever, you know.
Yeah. They be releasing damn mosquitoes and fleas. Oh, well, look at what's being distributed to the neighborhoods. You Jake's neighborhood. Funyuns,
Yes.
right?
Right.
There you go. And when you look at a Funyun too, and we went into this, it looked like an explosion. Like, look at a Funyun, it's like foam.
It looked like
Yeah.
rings of the mushroom cloud, too.
Yeah, it looked like a mushroom cloud.
Yeah, it do.
It looked exactly like the ring of a mushroom. See that? It's soda. Right, and they actually known as pop.
Yeah.
Like, it's like war, you know? It's a weapon, man.
And then it's further proof because in the UK and other lands, they banned half of them ingredients. Again, going back to the ingredients.
Right, yep.
Why is your ingredients a paragraph?
Right.
That's just one word.
Right. Yeah.
30 words in your chips to explain what's in your chips.
Right, and they diligent in that. That's right. You diligently putting, you know, you up to something. That's equivalent to a guy. Hey, look, man, your phone right there. I ain't gonna touch it.
Yeah, I never said I don't steal.
Right? I don't steal. And what the fuck is all that, man? Just tell me the phone right there now. But you got to go through the rigorous ingredients. And it's like 0%, and all this shit equal up to some. But you think I'm gonna sit there and fuck that, man. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna do the numbers so I can trust that I'm eating the right thing. This is hell, man.
They eat a serving per
Right,
person
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so technically you probably shouldn't eat but 2 Funyuns. Like, like if you go into the science, right? See, that was on you. You know, you should have read the ingredients. One is only for a quarter of a Funyun. It should be to be consumed.
This bag
Else.
is for 5
Right.
people.
Right. And you start feeling the lingering effect, because usually that's how it starts to take hold afterwards, and that's why we know that's the serpent. Usually when the venom hits you, you stagger off, right, and you die later, man. That's why you're gonna see a lot of people drop dead too, man, because of they took that right and jump. Yeah.
Those things, right? You couldn't get the ingredients
Yeah,
to
they
that.
ain't taking it for you.
Right, wow.
Yeah, nah, they taking it.
That's XXX real.
No, it's just take it.
It's an important. That was good enough.
Yep, come on.
I got some for you. This the book of Psalms 35, in verse 20. I'm reading NLT. It says they don't talk of peace. They plot against innocent people who
Wow.
mind their own business.
Hey, but I mean, that's the article, man. That's the article where these mischievous devils released a fungus spore, right? Disease, and it was the banner that they waved was in theory to see how it affect, right? So-called Africans versus Caucasians. And they do that with everything. They know how pork affect you niggas, right? Oh, and that's the spirit. That the squirrel we saw earlier, right? Because we watch everything in the spirit. Man, with a squirrel, he was eating a donut, right? And later we saw a squirrel attacking another squirrel. Now we ain't saying it's the same squirrel, but right?
It makes sense.
But it makes sense. The Lord was showing us the result, and doesn't have these devils know what to give you niggas to cause you to turn into a nigga. Remember the old movie? Like a lot of older brothers might remember Gremlins.
Oh man, yes.
Right after a certain time of night. That's why niggas wake up at a certain time.
No water to
Spiritual.
them.
No one can
That was it. That was it.
Yeah, real talk. That was a hit.
That was it.
Solid hit.
The solid, that was it.
Home run.
And knock that out the park. You know?
That was it. That was
Right. Yeah, your cholesterol through the roof.
Right.
Right? They know that. It's strategic. It's calculated. The things that's distributed to your neighborhoods. Your grandma.
Right.
Right? It was reckless, man. She was leading the charge. She was the pack leader.
Right.
And she led you right into diabetes.
Right. Right. Rice and liver.
Right. Liver and that ain't
Right, so live.
no, the chitlins. The
Oh,
chitlins.
that's another one.
The chitlins, man.
Pig feet.
Pig.
Yeah,
feet.
pig feet. That nigga said it like that.
Yeah. Pig feet.
There's a Jake that killed. You know, we sent a report that Jake that unalived his grandfather not too long ago around here. His grandfather and his father, I believe, in the same night. Y'all seen that report?
Wow.
Well, we like to see what was in his diet.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. Yes.
Oh, well, you know that was years and years of,
Now,
right,
like,
Fagos and
Yeah.
peach. Right. And the color, it looked like some mad scientists. You know, you see like they have the test tube with the belly bottom and come up, and right? And one of them neon green and the other one hot pink. Is not that a Mountain Dew in the
That's
Prairie?
true. That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Them niggas be putting codeine in this shit to make it even worse.
Right?
Yeah.
But we've been desensitized.
That's true.
It's been made normal. It's a part of this culture, which is death.
Right.
But see, now we have been awakened, and now it's like, oh my goodness, look at this. Right, pollution.
Right. Bar.
Because when you clean, you kind of tell what's, you know, you got a white linen suit, which in this case we would have on. You watching everything. You know that's dirty enough.
Yeah.
You won't even lean up on the wall.
Right.
No. Even your hands.
Right. And it comes off as if you are uppity, but that's what's being developed. We're being groomed to be kings. And a king has a certain spirit on him, man. He look down, he look at you a certain way. Why? Because he's over you. See? So we got on, and I'm saying it humble as I can, but by default, naturally, if you're trying to keep clean, then you're gonna have that spirit on you. Remember, it was an old video, I forget which one of them old rappers. There's a video, it's an iconic scene where this one broad, she come in the party and she standoffish and they start pouring beer on her.
That's Jen.
Yeah, I think it was one of them. Yeah, I remember that? I think it was Snoop.
Dre.
Remember she came in the party and she was,
Yeah. They took a 40.
right, and they took a foot and it's like, and there was a scene where, you too uppity, get out of here. But that's pretty much the spirit that's on us. We don't want to touch what you got going on. We don't want none of part of your doctor. You see that honey, man. That's the spirit, you know. So that leaves.
I'm going back to the
Oh, Salaki, was it on that?
Con, a little bit more. Yeah, it says verse going back to the KJV. It says it's like Psalm 35 in verse 21. It says they opened their mouth wide against me and said, aha, our eye have seen it. Thus hast thou seen, O Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, keep not silence. O Lord, be not far from me. Let me just add, because the Lord see everything Esau doing. He's not going to escape, because again, he could probably put a banner on Fago, a banner of cigarettes and Newports. It still goes back to the so-called white man. He's the one that's producing it and that's giving it to Jake, man. And then it also say he search out all matters for the lack of better words. He know what make Jake move. He know what Jake like, man. And that's the reason why certain commercials only have black people, like McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is catered to black people.
It never promoted some Garth Brooks
Yeah.
old Western.
Right up. When you look at it nowadays, it's all centered around hip hop.
Right.
So the nigga can feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, it ain't just all white people.
That's like a mating call.
It's like a mating call.
That's your mate.
Beat in the background.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, they got the Travis Scott meal.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And it'd be terrible. Like some nigga with a, I'm not saying like I tasted, I'm saying
But
that
I know
I
what you're
did.
saying. Yeah.
Right? No, hell no. Hold up. They get that nigga come back and McDonald's. How you doing? Yeah. How could you trust a man with a right? Them niggas, yeah. Right? How can you trust a man who eat a Travis Scott burger? Right? Them scoffers come out. But yeah, when you look at like they have like what the name the broad Cardi B. And it's some crazy shit like a chicken sandwich with
Oh yeah.
hot sauce.
That's what you meant.
Like some kind of shit where it bring that nigga feel to it. Yeah, that's an excellent point though. It's tailor made for Jake.
Right. It's an experiment.
It's an experiment, and that proves that that's the hunter. The cunningness, right? He know his prey.
They put deer piss over
Yep.
to attract. You know, they'll go that far to put the piss
Oh,
of
yeah.
the animal just to attract it. And then they do the mating call. And
Right.
I know the Edomites do. You will see a lot of interviews. The Edomites trying to interview Jake in the barbershop. He'll come in them over with some Jordans on and shit, trying to fit in, and Jake rejects him. You know, they show you this devil. That's how you try to, lower your defenses.
Right.
You know,
Oh, they smile at you. I'm pretty sure everybody got that one where they throw that premature smile, like you conjured it up.
where that came
Right, yeah, right. It's like you,
from. Just walking by.
right, yeah. You put up the shirt, tuck in your shirt and shit, That's what they smile come off as. Like it's an effort to keep you at bay. So the Lord beautiful, man, for those of us who are seeking Him, because it's not only documented the characteristics of Esau, then the Lord goes a step further to have that man play it out. That's why as an Edomite somewhere out there, depending on what season we're in, because you do have hunting season, you got duck, duck season, but depending on what season it is, it's a damn Edomite up in a tree stand. Okay, yeah, the brothers show this. All right, if we can show that, right?
that's sick. And this
That's
blade.
it. Oh, and
Flame,
another honorable mention, they got the chips, the Migos.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
Rap snacks.
Yeah,
Rap
rap
snacks,
snacks,
man.
Yeah, rap snacks, yeah.
You got little Boosie.
And this nigga work
This
for
nigga got
Flares
white
too.
around his mouth. I don't want them chips. And the hell with him too, man. Oh no, go ahead, I ain't hear you. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I saw that.
that saucy nug, that nigga is a actual Flares, man. So that show you them niggas gonna turn you to that
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
You gonna be shaped like one, and you gonna have the spirit of
Zesty.
yeah. They got this
Zesty
zest
sauce.
sauce.
Right.
Oh man.
Yes, that's what he's doing. He's taking away, right? And we really see, truths are told in jest,
Yeah.
right? That's another snare of the Lord. You click on the video, see us, taking light a certain situation. But this is serious business, man. Serious matters being discussed up there. And all the things the brother's going into, that breaks down the way you was meant to be. Like if you're a man, now the lines is blurred, right? It's you got estrogen,
I was just thinking of that.
right?
Testosterone and extra.
Now you got a nigga willing to argue with you. Right, like some, you know what I mean? trying to figure out what you said, bro. You know, that's a zesty, faggot spirit. But then it's masked with, like they tag it as that's gangster.
Yeah.
Open to see something.
Right. You feel some type of way a guy looked at you. That's some beauty salon shit. Then you slap him. Right? That's why we endorse the destruction. We are in complete agreement with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's a science behind it. There's nothing random. It's pretty much the physician bringing forth an antidote. What would you call it? Right. The physician is bringing forth the solution to the pollution. To the pollution. We went into that before. Because that's technically what the gospel is. It's a solution to the pollution. Your marching and community meetings and shit like that, it's not gonna move the needle not one bit.
These are Matthew 24 and 22. Except those days should be short, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. That's what we desire to see. The shortening of these days. You can see experiment after experiment, man. They ain't stopped. The one we started with was the 1950s. It's still to this day with the Santana nuggets. And a nugget after that, man. What part of the chicken is that?
Right.
Right? and for the days to be shortened, that's what we're looking forward to, man. That's what it's all about. An end to this society, and to this age. And the scriptures allude to eons. We've been advised or enlightened on the age understanding, or the understanding of the word world, in which ages are uninterrupted periods of rulership. Right? From the beginning of a kingdom to the end of the kingdom. So America's marching steadily forward towards its end of the kingdom. So you're looking at the worst, but you're looking at the dregs of a dying, right? The last breaths of a dying kingdom. And we celebrating that death of this king.
Right.
Esau Edom. Because when he's disposed of, we'll be empowered.
I mean, this kingdom gonna come to an abrupt end. This not gonna be just no long, drawn out death. The Lord's gonna in this time. That's why I say it's gonna be shortened, man. So this is gonna come to an abrupt end.
Sooner than you thought.
That's right.
If I may too, right? Like when you go back to ancient Egypt, for an example, the rallying cry was pretty much let my people go. And the Lord was sending plagues based upon him not honoring it. Not saying it wasn't wickedness going on because they was heathen, but it wasn't, Moses and Aaron didn't have complaints like we have.
Yeah. Real talk.
Right? So in any system, like that's why I was like, what you mean? And back then, because even a lot of Israelites, even you have that now, but a lot of Israelites was even, based upon the food they was eating and things like that. But right, but here we got a laundry list of things that the complaint.
It's a mixture of all the kingdoms that the Lord destroyed. Spiritually Sodom and Egypt.
Right, yep.
Like, man, I'm sorry.
No.
Like every aspect of life has really been tainted in this system.
Right.
You can't find nothing to eat. You know what I mean? Something to drink. You can't rest.
Right.
Can't even really breathe.
Yeah, you can't.
Good air for real.
Yes.
It's metals in it.
Right.
Those are little swords.
Even marriage, man. You took the what's it called, sanctity. Right. The sanctity of marriage away. It is the contract. Got that she can take half if she leave.
That's what it is, a contract.
And
Yeah.
it's the
Righteous
state
decree,
that got the authority over your marriage by the state of Alabama.
Right.
He declare, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, a man is gambling when he married.
Right.
Because you can walk out of there without that. That's wicked, man.
Right.
A lot of homeless men out here, and you come to find out, they had it all.
Yeah.
Right.
And that woman took it all.
Yeah, and they tore down, right? Because the Lord made a woman to be like a helper to a man.
Exactly.
That's on all fronts, not just like financially going helping here and there. Just being a comfort. You come home from a war, someone healing your wounds. A woman strokes the ego of a man, right? A man is a man. But Esau, that's that sanctity. He broke that up. This nigga he's a destroyer.
Right.
Right. That's a union. Marriage, you know. And that's why the scriptures say jealousy is the rage of a man. That's kind of sad. That's like you taking an animal and you take him out of his habitat, then he react a certain way. He climbing a wall. Right. It was I think I shared this with you brothers. They let this what was it, a damn, I don't know if it was a rhino or some shit, but they let him out. But when they let him out, he walked in circles, man, and walked the goddamn ditch damn near in the ground. But that was his reaction to captivity. So when you see, like, you have a man lose it over a woman, that's because of Esau, because the scriptures tell you the reaction. That's like, okay, if you don't feed this plant, he'll wither. So that's the same. The Lord showing you. The man, his jealousy would be raged, but why? Because his woman would be out of order. Who would provide that? It would be Esau, man. Because he's cruel to his beast. That's twofold.
Right.
The beast is us too, man. Because the beast is a living thing. You see that? You can feel it. Like, I would chase him off of, right? You see how he look and all that, his countenance. I would chase. I said, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
They would taste it to us.
Right, they would chase that. Right. Now you got people coming to him.
Yeah.
See how everything is turned upside down. You crossing land and sea to come to the destroyer. That was hit.
Out the ball.
The scripture say they shall cry afar off and mourn basically and lament for Babylon because they made merchandise, and that show you that Babylon is wrapped up. Esau is wrapped up with that, like that kiss of deception, with that cup filled with abominations that he's offering to you.
Right.
How many people turn down a nice drink, especially if it's in celebration? You came over here, you're now part of this heritage and this land, and you can build it. You look back on the poverty where you came from, and here now you're part of this, and you could grow, and then they drink it. And here go that cup. The next thing you know, your next generation is dragged.
Pink hair.
Yep.
Right. Like mutation. Hey, that's heavy though. That's spiritual though, because you have things that's hit or miss, but the things brothers touching on is hit. Ain't no way around it. You can't debate it. See, and this man left a lot of evidence. He was a reckless criminal in a sense too. Fingerprints left everywhere. McDonald's, his cups, his face on everything. You know what I mean?
He didn't know how to clean his track.
Right. Graffiti. He got it. Well, that's equivalent to you stealing and you post it online. Right. You got my chain. You can get it back. I got a ransom for it. That's reckless, man.
If I may, pride is hard to perceive.
See,
Saying, well, who can bring him down to the ground? So he didn't focus on cleaning up the evidence. It was only until recently he started taking down statues.
Yeah, the niggas,
Hey.
he celebrated too early.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
crack,
You
you
ain't caught the
touchdown.
line, yeah.
He dropped the ball at the goal.
Yeah.
That nigga started doing the Dion Prime
Exactly. On the 20
on
yard
the 20-yard line. And the Lord, and the scriptures say that. I have pursued my enemies. And we chased that nigga down like deep cat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, George T, that's way back. Chased that boy down, took the ball. I'm thinking about that guy, what's his name?
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. They chased the nigga down 40 yards. While in Mississippi.
I got something real quick. This is the book of Isaiah 14, and I started at verse 5. It's concerning Babylon and Esau, and ultimately this place got to go down for everything to be right. Ultimately, man.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Isaiah 14:5. The Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. And that show you too the wicked rulers. That's the powers that be. That's why the earth is in the condition it's in, man. What's that? Isaiah 24. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants. So under the watch of this devil, the earth is in the ICU, man. The earth is on the yeah. Yeah, you got just like you see somebody in the bed, they got all these wires and shit out on.
Right.
That's what you see today on the earth, man.
Life support.
Yeah, life support.
life
That's
support,
it.
yeah. Or another thing too, when you look at the earth from an aerial view, you see these concrete roads. Concrete fuck your body up, man. But it looks like whips. Like you see those slaves got those whips on their back. That's how scars. That's how the earth looks. It's wounds they done dug into the earth, right? Yeah. And those are actually Edomites too, man. They burst out.
That contributed air pollution. Because the breath of the Edomite. Yeah.
That's why he gonna be in them holes in the kingdom.
Mosai sees him as a nation that's fit for complete eradication. You didn't see that nowhere else in the scriptures dealing with no other nation.
Right.
He's just gonna get rid of the entire nation.
Or the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. And that's a credible source according to you Christians, right? Because all of these different versions of the Bible, Zondervan, they published it. You know, KJV, NSB, VB, right? Zondervan there. Well, according to Zondervan, the Edomites is the only nation neighboring to Israel that is not to receive any mercy from the Most High. But guess what? Here the kicker is, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yahweh Shem Shai gave us a glimpse, right? A close-up. He sent us here in real time so that we could see this man in action.
Right.
See that? Yeah, that's that light. The scripture say that. Right. Oh, yeah. See that? Yeah. They're afraid to come to the light. It's that deeds be exposed. Them ancient spirits too. They see those garments. They don't remember where they remember them from. They know. So they spirit. They know. Somebody. Yeah. Oh, just like you see people running in the rain.
Right.
Ooh, that that flood is serious. It's not like knives coming down, but it's your spirit reacting.
Going back what the elder said about what the officer said. Hey, it's just like the cancer. Like when you get diagnosed and you find out you got cancer, you don't be happy. You know, you don't allow the cancer to linger so it'll spread. You get rid of it.
Right.
So that's compatible to Esau. Really, that is Esau. Esau
Right.
is that cancer, man. You know, he making the body sick. The body being the earth, he making the earth sick. The water, the ground, the people, the animals. So guess what? The Lord got to get rid of that cancer, man.
Right.
And the Lord know that the perfect way to get rid of cancer by fire. Right, to replenish the earth, to make everything brand new again. That's Esau getting rid out of the body, man. And the body won't be sick anymore. Nobody. Everybody gonna rejoice. In that same chapter? Yeah, Khan. Yeah.
Khan. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered.
Nobody. Nobody ain't gonna be mad when the cancer is done away with. You ever seen anybody mad because the cancer is gone? You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen if a person is happy. You know what I'm saying? He rejoicing. So that's Esau. When Esau done away with, everybody's gonna rejoice, man. Go ahead, bro.
Right, man. Ain't nobody gonna jump in front of a bullet for Esau, man.
Exactly. Nah, him.
That's it.
Right.
It says the whole earth is at rest.
See, the whole earth is at rest, man. Right now that the earth is it's full of disease, so it's at disease. Right.
Revelation 6. Take peace from the earth.
That's right. That's the job. Hey, this man has done his job, man. So now it's time for him to get his punishment for him doing his job, being the cancer of the earth. You got it, bro.
It said the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee.
Right. So even the literal trees gonna rejoice. No more pollution. Right now the trees gotta really fight. You know, the trees give us oxygen, right? But right now the trees got to fight. Right now they even give us oxygen, man, because it's so, like you said, the swords in the air.
You got metals.
Metals in the air.
The destruction gonna burn all that.
It's gonna burn all of that. The trees gonna be happy, man. It's just like your lungs. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. And just to qualify, that's twofold. Right? It's dealing with the people, the nations, as well, like the brother going into the literal trees. Because really everything is a living thing in a sense, especially as such a planet, right? Plants, vegetation.
Life as a whole gonna be happy.
Life
Life
as a
as a whole.
Talk about the creation.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Welfare of the world.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
For the manifestation of the
Sons of the living power. Yep.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Wisdom of Solomon 6.
Yep. It says, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
Yeah. Fella would be a modern day lumberjack,
Right. A tree cutter.
a tree cutter. So, like the elder said, and that's actually talking about the us and the other nations.
The scripture say, let us cut them off.
Cut them off.
And that's the sword. Everything he do is an effort to cut off life, to hinder progress. Right? That's what he do, man.
Why else would he need to create a fungus to let spores out on his own fighters? Unless he's just trying to cut down. You don't release diseases unless you're trying to cut down.
Right. This is in his nature. Right? And that's why it's so foreign to us. We are taken by it. Like, how could someone be like this? But we understand. These scriptures say 2 manner of people shall come out of our womb.
That's it.
So we are builders. The ministry itself is proof of that. We build it, but he's a destroyer. 2 different entities. See it? Right.
Then they
Yeah,
got secret
Oppenheimer,
grapes
that's a
and
crazy
shit.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We represent life.
Right.
And every aspect of this man represents death.
Yeah, right.
Lord built the earth. Everything was built. You know, you had the carpenter's son. Right, but then you got the one destroying the earth. Right? Those 2 different dynamics. And he created to be like that. That's why you really can't marvel. Certain species, they eat things that you cringe at. But that's the way he built. So Esau desires the blood. He desires to take life, to take the air out the room. Right? That nigga desire that, man. He driven. That nigga got everything at his disposal that's touching resources, and he chooses to use it for death. But it's okay. That's an indication of who he is. Yep. Yep. Come on. Matter of fact, we got precepts back here. I'm pretty sure. Come on.
I got one.
Oh, start right here.
In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 17 and verse 24. And all the trees of the field shall know that I, the Lord Yahweh by Shemashah, have brought down the high tree and have exalted the low tree.
And that's Jacob and Esau. That high tree is Esau. You know, you talk about him being the highest cedar in Lebanon. You know, you got Babylon the Great, you know. But the Lord set this man up with all this power, but we seeing it now that Yahweh by Shema is the Lord set up the way ain't gonna be no carnal thing to take him down.
Right.
It's spiritual, man. So, but it's be for everyone to see though.
Right.
You know.
Timber.
Yeah, God, that's it.
Timber, you're right.
That's right.
The worldwide timber.
That's right. It brought down. It said it brought. It bring up the low tree, and the Lord doing that by the way of giving us this word first and foremost, man. This how this word is going to cause us. This word is what's causing us to prosper. You know, this wisdom. Why the Lord actually dried up Esau by taking away his wisdom.
Right.
That was really the beginning stage of his downfall. You know, him being found out.
Right. Right.
You know, his wisdom being taken away.
What's that? Obadiah.
That's it.
Scripture speaks. We was touching on that yesterday. The tree being planted by water.
Right.
So that's the flip side. We have been planted by waters. It only can produce life. That's the only way, you know.
Right.
But then you have another tree that's been dried out.
Right.
Then what you come to the conclusion that tree is on the decline.
Right. That's it. That's
It's yeah, yep,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah. Wood.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. That's right.
That's it. Yep.
So I'm gonna burn them up.
Yep. Come on.
Yeah, it says, and have dried up the green tree, and have made the dry tree to flourish. Out of Lord Yahweh by Shemashai.
We flourishing, man.
Right.
Through them living waters, like the elder saying, being planted by them, that tree being planted by them waters, man. Because that's how anything flourish.
Right.
Through water, you know, the proper nurturing, which is the scriptures. Got it.
Yep. It says, I the Lord has spoken.
It's a decree.
That's it, bro.
Now we seeing the
That's
decree
it.
play out.
See, yeah.
That's it.
That was an order.
Water.
So as much as Esau flourished, he got to dry up. Give it down how much you try to fight that. Yep. So that was it up? Cut up. Let's throw it back in with more.
This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 10,
Give us your yeah, give us your
14,
get up.
10 and 14. The Lord,
What 13 say?
for pride is the beginning of sin.
Start right there, bro.
Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 10 and 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination.
See? And then who else could that be talking about?
Right.
But Esau. This devil is sloppy. Yeah, this devil is full of pride, man. Talk about he was passing him by as a chain.
Yep.
You know, so that's what he's about, man. And it said him having it, him that possesses, you're gonna pour out abomination. That's why you got LGBTQ
Right.
pride, man.
Right.
You proud of these abominations because you know that fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai is gone, man.
Right.
You know?
If I made two and something pour out, it's overwhelming.
Yes. Yes.
There's no, you can't, there's no relief.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want, like you can say I'm gonna go and watch a video, research something. You might be in, then an ad pop up, right? And it's a homo, that's this nigga pouring out abominations, man. Like, fuck, man.
Can't get away
You
from
can't
it.
get away. Or you want to eat or whatever. Now you back again looking at the instruction. This hell, man. Like Twilight Zone. You thought you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You come and then I'm back looking at the ingredients. or either pondering on it. Like, where's that? You think that's real? Or,
He was looking up, she said, excuse me.
right, yeah. What Coach K had?
Suggestion.
You going to the origins of Coach, yeah. Like, what was he born? Now you researching Coach K. You know what I mean? This place crazy.
You gotta ask the cook what he put.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, or you might, let's say your spouse, you might say, well, you think that was real chicken with you? You know? I done had those conversations. Like,
Right on.
you think that's real? Or you don't think that's processed, do you? Fuck, you gotta even say that.
That shouldn't be a conversation.
Right, that shouldn't be a conversation, man. You pouring out abominations, E. And like the brother used to go into, like a lot of time, and it came off, we laughed, but it was some truth to it. A lot of times you eat certain things, and it's best to just watch a movie or.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, what you said?
But yeah, it's equivalent to yes.
Just hold you know.
You take a deep breath and dive in.
Dive in.
That's why the scripture speaks to wisdom and the holder of it, right? One who possesses wisdom, it brings about much sorrow. With much because the people is somewhat oblivious. It's bliss, with ignorance is bliss. So a nigga just busts on my bag,
Go at it.
a Dorito and go at it. And have that look, like Elder, what his name was, Elder from Phobia.
Oh yeah. Cornell.
Elder Cornell, yeah.
Dorito Band.
Yeah. He was obliviously eating those Doritos on camera.
Cool ranch.
Right, yeah, Cool Ranch. Because your countenance, you just looking at the screen, eating that shit. Watching it go,
Then Mario.
watching it go from board to board. Mario, bro. Yep, come on.
And therefore the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai brought upon them strange calamities overthrew them utterly.
Right. And that strange calamity is the Lord bringing forth, since there was an overwhelming abominations being poured forth, the Lord's going to send forth that overflowing rain.
Yeah, bro.
That's why it talks about this whole land being destroyed, man.
Right.
Esau have worked for that judgment, man. Christians talk about it, you know, how this place is going to be judged. We seeing this devil working to that judgment, man, you know, by the way of this wickedness, all this abomination that's being pushed forth throughout the earth. That's it. Yeah, over time, it's 24/7 wickedness, you know?
All platforms, all levels, all age groups.
Yeah.
You got a little book. The libraries is full of abominations now.
Yes.
The library ain't a safe place at all no more. You walk in that shit, it's a 6, 7, you know,
Oh yeah, read.
shell. Right. Getting to read it, man.
Yeah.
In the book.
Oh, the title of those books through, man.
Yeah.
Tom, Dick, and Harry, you know.
Yeah,
Tom,
man.
crazy, crazy.
Yeah, all the Tom and Rod.
Right. Dick and Rod.
They
Yeah.
should ride.
Real talk.
My two daddies is
Yeah, yeah, that's what they do, man. Yeah, and they read the books to little ones, man.
sick, man. Yeah, my two daddies, Dick and Rod.
Right, right.
Damn.
There was a clip of one guy who stormed in.
Oh, yeah.
He tried to disrupt it because the child was in there, arrested him, man.
Right, I know that. Yeah, they blocking them.
Yeah, they blocking him. He said, "Nah, I just want my child." They're like, "No, they finna get this work. They finna listen to this."
Sick, man.
It was
Fucking
one of them
devil,
dads was reading it to the town hall meeting. He was reading one of the books he found in the library. They used to telling him don't speak that type of language. And everybody in the back saying he's reading the book that y'all put in the school. Talking about somebody they in the bed together and everything. They get graphic.
Oh yeah, that's graphic, super graphic.
Right.
Again, those titles, you're a cringe, man. You're a blush at the titles itself. You just said, damn, 3 and 4 and 5, 6-year-olds being read these things. But hold up, Esau stand behind. You dare not speak against it. This man got to be destroyed. Yep. So yeah, let's get ready to close it. That was it. We're gonna run through what we got, rapid fire.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin,
Yep.
or the leopard his spot?
And that's a no. No, you can't. You got it.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
See, it said he that do he can't do good because he's accustomed to do evil. He was programmed in such a way. It talks about that they was bred with malice or something to that nature. You know, their connotation won't be changed. This-
Upright.
yeah, that spirit is not upright in him.
Within him.
So that's how he's built. He's built to just be the wicked.
Yep. Can the Ethiopian change
Yeah,
his skin?
that's it.
Professional evil.
Yeah,
Wicked.
yeah, professional abomination.
Evil doer.
Yeah.
That's the way he was built.
Yep. He wired like that.
That's it. Yep. Come on.
Yeah, this is the book of Job 13 and verse 4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value."
That's it. That's Esau. Everything he produced, it don't benefit you. It hurts you. Even what's perceived to be medicine or like some cold white pill, compact with a stamp with a number like some damn Holocaust, right? A Holocaust tattoo stamp on you, man.
That's 748.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. TB34, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't even understand what the hell the numbers mean.
You know.
Right. But he done ran out of so many titles and where he stamped and labeled these. Now he in numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yellow sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
barcode,
yeah,
yeah. Come on, that was it on that?
So, right, please ask 16.
You know that everybody got a precept look like, man. Inquisition, bro. Come on.
So, right, please ask 16 and 11.
Yeah.
And if there be one stiff neck among the people, right, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out his pleasure.
That's it, man. So the Lord is saying what? If one stiff neck amongst the people escapes, you should be surprised. Now that's across the board from individuals to nations, which in this case it would be Esau. He's that stiff-necked nation, right? He blatantly come up against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh. All right, cut. Yeah, three legs, yeah. And, you know, they probably were trying to be nice, adopted him, but you know it's some, still feeding them some crazy shit. Yeah, tender mercy, right. Right. Spade and noodle. That's it. Yeah, like abortion. But I got the solution to why you in poverty and what can be another. Let's just kill the baby. That's what you devils. That's the conclusion. That's your reasoning. Centered around, especially the destructive nature that lies within Esau, man.
You said Dennis the Menace.
Right. Or even the other one. Yeah. Home
Macaulay
Alone. You leave them home. You come back and booby traps everywhere. That's the planet Earth. There's a mills in the ground under this man. Big ass sword in there. I did a video the other day where they found a bomb. Did you see that? They found the neighbors found a bomb in their yard, man. Right? There's an article I came across in Spirit, had allowed me to commit the video. But one of the points I made was that was his memorial. Like you dig up artifacts, fucking find a World War II bomb.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Last relic that he saw was like this
Yeah, the statue, yeah.
missile he found inside the silo.
And they had to evacuate the people because of the bomb.
Yeah.
Like,
That shit was still
yeah.
live.
And it traced back to World War II. And that, it wasn't nothing random, like just bombs being found. No, it's somebody, man, who was shooting it, man. Or, had it in a silo. It was a facility somewhere with weapons of mass destruction. It had a USA stamp or a Germany stamp, right? That was one of the fingerprints of the criminal. Yeah, come on.
Matthew 25, yea also, as he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
That precept right there, it summarized everything. It calls Esau out how he moves, his desires. His desires is death. Track record, he neither keepeth at home. His motives, right? His characteristics, he is as death, right? That's why you got side effects to medicine. Like, the fuck out of here. That's crazy, man. Yeah, and the side effect, so it's like the risk reward don't pan out. Like, fuck it. I just rather be sick, right? Because the side effects is worse than the cold. I just deal with the sniffle and the sore throat because if it means I might risk having a bloody wound.
Fine print.
Right.
They say it real fast.
Yeah. Potential blindness. Like,
You may disappear.
I'm gonna risk all that. The risk reward don't matter. I'm gonna risk all that to kill a cough. You see that this man is the fool that scripture speaks of.
Niggas say don't take it if you pregnant.
Right.
Then if you go to sue,
Oh, no.
You can't do that.
Ain't no suing.
right? You bought it.
You say take
Right.
at your
Yeah,
own
you
risk.
buy it, right. The barcode is, Ain't no, man.
Did you read the fine print?
Take it at your own risk. It's on you.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta open the piece, open the label just to see that more ingredients.
Right.
Them whole heads folded on their head.
See also, right? Now you got to go to a whole nother.
This shit was under the cap the whole time.
And that could have cost you a lot. And it did. Right, to a lot of chicks. Like your auntie with all those pill bottles in the medicine cabinet, man. It's sad, man, but Esau, you got to pay, right? Everybody auntie up here, I already know. Everybody auntie up here, sure.
That 7-day pill.
Right.
You got it 7 days of
Right.
magnitude. 45 pills in each one.
Yeah.
Fucked up, man.
Dang.
And they different colors. It's
Right.
Yeah, kind.
Yes, sir.
circle, yeah. Sky blue,
Yeah,
right?
Oh, categorized.
Right.
Thursday, Tuesday, you know,
Peanut butter brown.
peanut butter with blue sticks.
Right, you know, yeah.
I don't know, count
Sandpaper
paper
brown.
Paper brown.
You take a blood pressure pill, the diabetes pill. Now shit really counts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Cancels out, and now you know what I mean? Got acid reflux on it.
Yeah, tough.
Shit, hell, man.
Yep, toe may swell up all the time.
Yeah. Come on,
This book of Ecclesiastes, Sirach 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy,
that's it.
for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Hey, you know, like rust is like blood. That's what it really looked like, you know. Iron rust or the weakness. So pretty much this man is going to continue to be the devil, man. Right? And rusting is a process that can't be reversed. So what you expect from Esau? See?
Can't undo it.
You can't undo it. It's more of a subtle approach now, but it's a spirit in him that's dormant that's gonna come out. He's gonna lash at you openly. That's a fulfillment of Revelation 12 and 12. Devils will come down with great wrath. But it's the same old devil, man. Right? The sword is not as emphatic as them niggas who was Christopher Columbus, you know, hacking off your extremities, but now like the brother's going into. You got a Tylenol, right? You got doctrines.
Alcohol.
Yeah, form of entertainment. It's all folly. Right? Football team is a nigga in a mascot suit. Right? Shit, hell, man. And it's vexing to those of us who are on the quest for wisdom. That's like a block in the way. Like, you know?
Barricades.
Right.
Noisy background while you're trying to study.
Yep. Fireworks, you know? That was it up? Come on.
Psalms 59, 2 and 3. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from the bloody man. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgressions, nor for my sin.
Yeah, they ain't getting at you because you commit adultery. Right? Because that would be righteous. And we know that man have not one righteous bone in him.
That's to clear my statue.
Statue, right. So it's really driven by, you know, it's the lesson going full circle, his mischief. See? So that was a perfect precept to end it off, man. So hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles, and elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, as always, you believe. Next time, shalom.
Shalom.